Chat.
Chat.
Hello.
Chat.
Hi, hello. Hi, everybody. Hello.
Bubbies.
Hi.
I will make you smaller.
What? Did you see what I did?
Now I'm watching it. Also, they can't hear me.
What? I had to make you fit in my lap. I don't know what you're talking about. It was a perfectly reasonable solution to come up with. So, you know.
I'm going to play the game. It's called
Anyway.
Find the Zephy. Good luck, chat.
Well, that's uncalled for. Anyway, hi, hello, hi, chat. Nocti, congrats on first. Jesus, hello. Leth, congrats on not first. What's up, Stinkies? Damn. Baby, congrats on not first. Nocti, also congrats on not first. And thank you for the head pats. Small Miko, lore accurate Miko. See, she's just a cat, chat, so I had to make her lore accurate.
All right, I'm not going to sit here and be talked to by two bottoms. Calm yourselves down.
Okay, do you want me to be exposing you or what?
Exposing me for what?
You and your stone top status.
Still hasn't changed, technically.
Jet, it's a lesbian visual novel. I'm here with my wife. Expect things to get very gay. I don't
True.
apologize, actually.
Nor should you.
Anyway,
Okay,
we've already played through this.
We have already played through this, yes.
But we're gonna play through it again.
Yes, we are.
But this time. Do you want to do your intro and stuff first?
Oh, well, my intro's simple. YouTube, this is part 2. We're going to play through, get another ending. We're going to see what happens. Hopefully we save the tree demon. The wife. But
The wife.
We'll see. Hopefully we get a different ending regardless. Good or bad. I just hope we get a different ending. All of that being said, hope you enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. My wife's links will be down in the description down below. Go and follow them on everything that matters. And we are all good to go with that.
I wonder if we should
Leth, do you have an
look
actually?
Up the choices.
Oh, should we? No, it's fine. We'll run through. We'll see how we're feeling at the end of that, and then we can look through the choices and see what we want to get, and then we'll just speed through.
Yeah.
Not yet. You need an actually emote. You should commission Yuri for it. Oh my god! Yeah. Can you be the owl from Legend of Zelda, please? The Ocarina of Time tutorial owl. That's amazing.
Shall we begin?
Mm-hmm. Let me turn the sound back on. Okay. Start.
When cold, cruel destiny has thee within her grasp.
All right, then let me know when you click.
I did. I just click when she starts talking.
Thou may endeavor bravely, dear, to change. But fate cares not which twisted road you choose to take. Your dance atop her palm, with airy choice you make.
Day 1.
World premiere. I'm getting ready, chat. Next week. Let's go. Oh, actually, real quickly. One thing that will be a little different for this playthrough. My wife is going to start with narration. We're going to switch characters. So I'm going to play the very unawares, super innocent princess, and my wife is going to play the demon. Who, honestly, not that much of a demon.
Me?
We need to have a discussion. No. The actual, like, the demon in the game. We need to have a discussion with people who think like, oh my god, I can't believe that's so, like, gnarly. She still looked hot. What?
Yep. I don't think they meant to make her gnarly.
I mean, yeah, but they meant to make that character say that, so she should appear, you know.
I mean, okay, to be fair, if all you've known all your life is humans and then like a person with like dark sclera and like weird like root shit like on them shows up, you're gonna be a little bit like weirded out at least. Like, you know.
Or, like me knowing me, I have an open mind and go, let's go, baby.
If evil, why hot? True,
See?
hot, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying at first look you're gonna be a little afraid. Or
Listen,
at least wary.
all good relationships start with fear, right? I was thinking of the fucking Tootsie Roll owl.
That's no,
That's a
chat.
thing?
Don't listen. Don't listen to her. If you're afraid, don't be in that relationship. Please don't. Thank you.
Yeah, please set healthy boundaries and don't be afraid in a relationship, please. This is all for memes. Give her a backwards cap, sunglasses, and a skateboard. Very gnarly. God fucking damn it.
That's true. That's true.
Shut the fuck up.
Shall we proceed?
Yeah, we shall. Okay.
It was a morning like any other. The tragedy soon to unfold would affect so few people that time would swiftly forget it. For those involved, however, that morning was a maelstrom drawing them each in closer and closer still. It all began innocently enough with a certain exiled princess in a terrible predicament.
I'm in a terrible predicament. Could you imagine if that's how the game started? It's just her going, I'm in a terrible predicament.
In a terrible predicament. Yeah.
Oh, right. You made her British. Should I continue? Should I make her British as well?
I mean, yeah, we could try doing accents. It would be fun.
I'm bad at it, chat. There's a reason I don't do accents. I just do like different pitches because fuck.
Yeah, same.
Well,
It's okay.
Flash back to my fucking Little Kitty Big City, the chameleon incident when I fucking tried to make it that man's Australian. That was something. All right. Oh no,
I completely
I'm in a
missed the first playthrough, so this will be fun. Oh hell yeah!
Oh dear, I've run out of firewood. If only I'd noticed yesterday. This has caught me quite unawares.
The ex-princess in question was named Cassidy, and she was the eldest child of the kingdom of Veromir. I would just like to interject her being like, if only I'd noticed yesterday, as if she could have done something in a day. Like, the delivery was anyway gonna be late, and she's anyway kind of incapable of doing anything. So, like, I don't think a day would have made much of a difference for her.
That in her head, in her headspace, she's thinking that a day would have done something. She also walked out into the woods and was like, maybe twigs will do.
Yep.
So she's not. I don't know if you realize this. She's not very committed to self-preservation.
She's not the brightest bulb in the box. Yes.
She also fully like walks with a demon and says, "Yeah, I love you." So like self-preservation, not at the top of her list.
I mean, she doesn't know that's a demon.
No, but it is a stranger that she just met and is like, "I love you."
Yeah, that's true. Well, she's living in exile all by herself. She's
she was walking around with her finger in her thumb and the shape of an L on the forehead.
What the hell? Don't be mean to her. Anyway, not the
It's a
sharpest tool in the shed.
song.
Exactly. Okay. What's that, you say? You've never heard of Veromir? One shouldn't be surprised. This all happened long before the universe summoned you into existence.
Tristan, thank you for the Hydroponic and Stir at 3. Hello, hope you're doing well. Also, thank you for the headpad.
She's not the brightest bulb in the crayon box.
What's a crayon?
True.
The next shipment isn't due for a little while yet. But I cannot wait. I won't be able to cook or do laundry without a fire.
So long had the princess been living in this cottage alone that she'd taken to talking to herself just to feel less lonely. Please don't. Determined to gather some wood before sundown, Cassidy grabbed a hatchet and some linen and then quitted the place.
I love the fear I can instill by just saying that sentence. Is Zeph your necklace? Yes.
Yeah, what did you do?
You're my
Hang
bell.
on. Hang on. Hang on.
What about the ball? Is it about the ball? Yeah,
What the fuck? What the fuck did you do? That's insane. Come on, I didn't make you that tiny. I just put you in my lap. Oh god, it's making me dizzy. Why would you do that to me?
Sorry.
I demand to be
Demand.
made
What's
bigger
his
right
demand?
this instant.
Made bigger? Okay.
I demand it.
There you go.
Baby.
I made you larger. What do you mean?
No, you know what I'm saying. Did you put me in your lap like a normal person, please?
Okay.
I'm gonna shrink you into nothingness and eat you.
Ah.
You're... Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Fine.
What?
There you go. You wanna play that fucking game? Okay.
Look at this, chat. I was nice. She's back in my lap. Betrayal.
Oh, shush you. Trail my ass.
If you insist. That's what we call it at home,
What the
chat.
fuck does that mean? Wait. I cannot stand you.
Yeah, it's most people. That's fair.
I'm kidding, Chad. We're in a very loving relationship. Anyway.
Yes, we are. Couldn't make any of these jokes if we weren't.
True.
Once outside, she
she-
paused. Sorry.
I'm ending the stream right now. I'm fucking Anyway. We're not ending the stream. I was kidding. Once outside, she paused, considering for the umpteenth time whether it would be best for her to lock the door.
No one will come in anyway. My brother's agents never enter, and no one else travels this deep into the wood.
Convincing herself so, Cassidy turned away and headed into the forest to begin her mission.
Oh, hang on 1 second.
1.
All right, you. Kira with a second. Hell yeah. Oh, also, Bubbies, you got first. Congrats. And
Thanks.
Jesus got third. Left got 69. Nice. Jesus also was on a 270 stream streak, so hell yeah. Felt like a sudden punch to the face. That shit hurted for real, for real. Sorry.
Wait, what? What hurted? What happened?
Anime voice.
Oh.
Did you do the
Alright.
unfortunately part?
Unfortunately, her determination and willpower were short-lived.
That answers that question. As I thought, firewood isn't just lying on the ground just waiting to be picked up.
Though she'd brought the hatchet, she'd foolishly hoped she wouldn't have to use it. Faced with so many different types of trees, most of them quite large, she was unsure how to proceed.
Now that I think about it, how much firewood do I usually use at once? Oh, the more I try to remember, the more addled I'd get. Perhaps I'll just subsist on fruits and fungus until the next crate arrives.
Girl. A, ti- a timely stomach growl quickly put a stop to such plans. Cassidy let out a sigh.
For now, then, I shall return to my favorite place. It always brings me peace. That place holds some magic I've always felt. I'm sure I shall be able to think of something once I'm there.
Her spirit restored, Cassidy hefted her linen satchel a little higher. It was not long until she would be comfortable again, she thought.
Why, you're as radiant as ever.
There were pleasure in this forest, but this one in particular always brought her delight. Though she had lived here now for some seasons, the tree before her seemed to never change.
I don't know much about wisteria. Are they meant to stay in bloom year-round? Perhaps the winters here are mild. Wisteria shall wither not when flakes of winter fall. Yet all who must someday perish while heeding nature's call.
Well, I guess we're not doing accents then.
No.
I'll try.
You can.
I want to try doing a deeper voice for her.
Listen,
But
I know my
nature
limits.
wields not power or is all. A clear wind chime voice caught Cassidy's attention.
Whoa. That was your...
No, it wasn't. I'll try. I just won't be consistent.
Okay. None of my voices are.
Cassidy's heart... Yeah. Cassidy's heart stuck in her throat as she followed the sound and caught sight of the woman sitting there.
Gee, thanks.
Shit. You said it. Was I supposed to disagree and be like, oh no, baby?
I don't know. I'm constantly searching for people's perceptions. I don't know.
If it helps, I think you're great at voice acting. I've always said it.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Jesus, wisteria, such a mysteria. Really? Really?
Your late night stream last night was mean. I said I was doing it while I was streaming, for what it's worth.
Yeah. She had never before seen a woman so breathtakingly beautiful. My apologies for interrupting your poem, madam.
It was only a couplet. You did not interrupt so much as improve it.
Oh, then all the better. But it is not safe to be so deep in the wood. Tarry not.
I want to be deep in your wood. I mean, I live here. It is quite safe, I assure you.
Shut the fuck up. Oh no, wait. You got disconnected and you're now looming behind me quite threateningly, actually.
To be honest, I passed out and don't even remember last night's stream. Fair. You were quite drunk.
Yeah. I have not fixed you.
I want to be fixed.
All
Wait,
right.
no, actually, yes.
like a fucking street cat. I don't want to be fixed. Okay.
Thanks, Bob Barker.
Zeph, you gotta reload your save and compliment your wife because voice acting is by far amazing. That fit perfect for that line. It is.
Thanks.
Sick is complimenting your voice acting and Let thinks I need to reload and compliment you. It's fine, Let. She gets a massive like. Oh, I should rephrase what I was gonna say. She gets a massive like ego from just like how much I simp for her in general. She doesn't need more. It's fine.
That is
She can
untrue.
handle it. She's a big girl.
That is untrue. More
What
compliments,
is untrue?
please. I need to practice.
Aw. You're so amazing, baby. I love you. Mwah.
I love you too.
Okay. I dare say I have lived here much longer than you have. Also, hi, sick.
Ow. Hi, Zach. No harm has ever come to me in these woods. Perhaps our experiences merely differ.
Certainly. I concede your point. Cassidy
Certainly,
paused
I
a
concede
long
your
while.
point.
Are you mocking me?
No, it's like
I'm
she's
throwing the whole
remembering
wife
it.
away, y'all. Cassidy paused a long while, unsure of how to carry on the conversation.
How strange. I used to make small talk with all the courtiers as if it were nothing. Has time truly affected me so? You say you live here?
I do.
I have never seen you. I'm quite sure of it. I would remember someone like you. Whereabouts do you live, if you don't mind me asking?
Hardly a stone's throw from where we now stand.
You know, now knowing that I thought there was something like that.
But
Like
something like
she
what?
says like a stone's throw. It's like, I'm
Mhm.
like, she doesn't see any houses and stuff like that. It's gotta be like in something. Like a hole or something, I was
Yeah.
thinking. Ow.
I think last time we selected how can that be. This time we should probably go with that as highly suspect. I just thought that was a funny line.
Wait. One of these is yellow, one of these is white. What does that mean?
Oh.
Is the
Did
yellow the
you-
one we picked?
Wait, which one's yellow?
The top one.
They're both the same color for me, but yeah, we picked that
Obvious,
one
the
last
petal.
time. That's handy though. Oh, the petal. Yeah, it is for me too. But yeah, we picked how can that be last time. I'm fairly certain.
A stone's throw? That is highly suspect. I've explored this area many a time and have never seen an abode. And her wording is so vague. What could be the meaning for that? I don't understand. Can that be so?
Were you accusing me of being a liar?
Well, no, I just...
I would never lie. In fact, I'm quite incapable of it.
Her shirt looks like it's textured. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Like, I can feel
It's
that
lace.
texture. I know it's lace, but like it's so like well detailed in comparison with the rest of her clothing
Mhm.
that it's like I can feel the lace like embroidery.
Mhm.
Well, not calling you a truther. She seems even more on her guard now. What have I done? Oh, where are my manners? My name is Cassidy. I too live nearby.
You may call me Elowen.
Elowen. What a lovely name.
Gay.
Oh, I know what you are. You're gay.
Besides, I was already aware that you live nearby.
What? How?
I have seen you before, albeit from a distance. You come here often.
Oh dear. I must have been making a complete fool of myself. I'm sorry that you had to witness that.
To be fair, I can throw a stone real far, not gonna lie. Fair. Cassidy thought back to all the complaining she'd done under this tree, and all the times she'd sullied herself trying to gather fruit. There were many other truly mortifying memories. She stared at the ground in shame. When she looked up, however, Elowen was smiling. Cassidy felt her tension wane. So, what brings you back to this place?
I wanted to calm myself.
Calm yourself? What for? What could possibly cause you distress?
What a sour tone. Does she think I just daydream and laze about all day? Many things.
I mean...
I'll have you know that at this very minute, I am on a mission that might mean the difference between life and death.
She's so dramatic. Oh, and yet you dally here? What could this mission involve, pray tell?
I see my presence is not wanted here. I shall return to my search forthwith.
Just as she was about to turn away and leave, Elowen and the wisteria tree behind...
You did the same pause I did!
Cassidy... I know it was... Hang on, I'll do it again.
Oh.
Just as she was about to turn away and leave Elowen and the wisteria tree behind,
Yay.
Cassidy heard Elowen laugh softly. It was a bewitching sound. I see I have offended, milady. No offense was meant, I can assure.
Really?
Treat, no treat. Treat, no treat. Treat, no treat. Oh, shucks.
Aw, shucks. Gum, no treat.
Truly, I would never wish to cause you pain. No treat. Tell me of your mission.
I have run out of firewood.
Upon hearing this, Elowen stood up and dusted herself off. Allow me to be of service.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly
Whoa, my Wi-Fi just said goodbye forever.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, it's being funky wonky.
No. Is the VTube
Anyway.
studio hindering it, I think?
Can you do the line again?
Sure.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly impose.
Please. This tree suffers so much every time you shed your tears and frustrations upon it. Yet, despite her abrasive words, Elowen was tirelessly helpful. It was she who taught Cassidy to gather smaller bits of kindling and to use the hatchet when that proved insufficient. If you wrap these smaller branches together, they shall burn just fine.
I see. Oh, I am certainly glad not to have chopped down a whole tree. I was worried about that.
Yes, once felled, a tree can never arise again. Take of them their fruit, their branches, but spare them their roots and lifeblood.
Lifeblood? Do trees have blood?
Why is she so bimbo-coded? What the fuck? Girl, oh my god.
She's trying her best.
Poor summer.
She's
summer
trying her best.
child.
07 Gum. Also, hi Gum. How you doing?
This forest is quite old, you know. I wish it would stay forever this way, but man has trouble leaving things be. The disparity
Treat, no
between
treat. Treat, no
Elowen's
treat.
indifferent
Treat, no treat.
expression and the
Oh,
biting tone
shucks.
of her voice made Cassidy's heart ache.
Tristan getting a treat though. 1,000. Let's go. So I assume we must have done the top one then. You must
Yeah.
have had a bad experience. Okay. She must love trees.
She must love trees. I agree. Nature is wonderful, isn't it?
times it can be.
This is rather awkward. What did she mean by that?
The two continued through the forest, gathering wood and passing the time with easy conversation. As they walked leisurely, the sun began to... I'm narrating in a British accent now,
Yeah, I know.
suddenly. The sun began to sink. So too did the satchel of wood over Cassidy's shoulder sag. It seems that you've gathered plenty of wood now. Surely that will be enough?
Ah, you're right.
British.
The time had gotten away from the quiet exiled princess.
What even is that?
That's British. It's just it's a more rougher version of British, actually. It's not quite as posh.
The time had quite gotten away from the exiled princess. Now that their afternoon together was coming to an end, Cassidy was afraid. Afraid and hopeful, which was perhaps more dangerous still. Then...
Excuse me, Miss Elwyn?
Yes?
Might we meet again? You've no idea how happy I am to meet another person living in this wood. And a woman at that. What a woman.
What does she mean by that?
What do you think?
That's so gay of her to be like, a woman.
Yeah, she
at
knows
that.
what she likes is the reason here.
Yet, the expression on Elowyn's face showed that she had, in fact, some idea. I was about to suggest the same. You might find me in this area most afternoons.
I see. Then, until tomorrow.
Would that we meet so soon, my lady.
Milady tips fedora made of ferns.
With that, Elowyn bowed and left.
I'm sorry. that shocked you so hard you didn't even acknowledge it. Okay.
I was trying to process it. Oh my god.
Your steps made almost no sound. What a graceful woman. Not just beautiful and elegant. Or not just beautiful, but elegant and smart. And high. Those curves.
Did you just...
Uh-huh.
Okay. Give me a minute.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Are you for real right now?
Counting a minute. You said a minute.
Well, I didn't take a minute.
No, you
I
only
am
took
back.
like 15 seconds. It's not bad. You need to start saying a minute.
That's what I said. I said a minute.
I know. I just like, we need to start saying a minute instead of like, give me a sec.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh no, being scored now. Hi, kitty. As she walked back to her cottage, so filled with thoughts of Elowyn was her head,
Elwyn.
that Cassidy forgot all about her fatigue and the weight of her burden.
I'm not tired at all. She certainly is.
I love that my
opinionated,
wife is just
but she-
ad-libbing now.
Yes,
chat.
but she must have so much more experience living independently than I. I hope I am not a bother to her.
Hi, Kitty.
And with that, the once princess returned home, blissfully unaware of the roots that were this very moment grabbing hold of her heels and pulling her beneath.
Yeah, I hated that line too.
It is said a fool repeats his days, changing not but expecting change. I posit these men are by routine hogtied. They expect not, and are by not satisfied.
Day
Day 2.
2. Save.
Oh, yeah. Save on the second slot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Chat. Enjoy the wife. I will be right back.
You're leaving me
I mean,
with chat?
you'll be
What
okay.
are you doing?
Tilting you with my
What are you,
face.
why am I on top? Well, goodbye forever. Anyway, hi, chat.
BRB.
How y'all
It's gonna
doing?
be like us X, like a bit. So be right back. Enjoy Zephy, chat.
Plot twist, she was not back in a
I
sec.
love you.
I love you too. Wait, I'm gonna make her tiny and eat her, actually. Anyway, chat. Those of you who are on, like, my end, go follow. Oh my god, I can make her so tiny. Eat it. Anyway. That's funny. I can make her so tiny. But yeah. Oh, thanks, Led. But yeah, go follow Mexican Miko, my girlfriend. She's gonna be so upset. But that I called her girlfriend and not wife. But please go follow her. And while we wait, tell me how y'all are doing. How's it going? How's everyone doing? You can put her on the shelf. You're right. You are so right. 1 second has passed. We're a streamer. I know, right? Looking like a child asking if you have games on your phone. No. Why would you say that to me, Jesus? You're doing better? Hell yeah. Job applications. Oh no. Good luck, Leth. I feel your pain. Put her on the... Wait, I need to make her tinier. Oh, I can't put her on the shelf. This is where my window ends. I can put her on the... I can't even put her on... I can put her on the bed. Here. It's like she's just sitting here. At the edge of the bed. You know? But yeah, good luck, Leth. I hope you find something soon. I applied to a dispensary, so kind of hoping that goes well. Hell yeah. I wish you luck. Isn't there a way you can, like... Where is it? She's taking a nap. That is so funny. I also think It's hilarious that only people on my stream can see what the fuck I'm talking about. Anyone who's on Miko's stream probably doesn't know what is happening. Rotating the Miko, I know, right? She's just taking a nap. Just a little nap, you know. If only there was a box so true. Cats do require a little box for a nap. Why is Miko laying on the bed? She's taking a nap. Get a room. Hello, I'm not on the bed. Also, you know what I realized? My wife had redeemed Wordle on my last stream, I think, and I never did it. So while we wait, why don't we play some Wordle, chat? Be a fun way to pass the time. I don't remember what... Oh, we'll do 2 rounds of Wordle. I don't remember which... Maybe this one? No. Ownership label. Also, hi, Spring. 3 rounds of Wordle. All right. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm just gonna window capture this. And then crop it. And okay. There we go. 3 Wordles. Yeah, we're gonna do 3 Wordles. Hopefully, she's back by the time we're at the 3rd one, because she did redeem one of them. Let's get 2 Wordles. Hell yeah. Okay. We start with the customary moist. Make your guesses now in chat, by the way, because it'll take a second for me to see it. So sleep. Okay, I'll do sleep. Well, we know S is in the correct spot. And there's a P. What if we did...
Spring.
Hi. Spring is 6 letters, I think.
You know, you might be right. How about...
Also, welcome back.
1 second past where's streamer? I said a bit before I left. That I'd take a second, then I was like, well, okay, a bit. But hello, chat. Hi.
Spank. Well, we know it's a spa. And the end. Oh, it's just. No, it can't be Spain because there's no I.
Also, cities can't be a thing.
Who said cities?
Or countries.
Oh. Oh. Cities. So ends last. Spawn.
Spawn.
Heck yeah, got it. Let's go.
Yo!
Right.
Let's go! Shout out to McFarlane.
Spring's turn.
All right.
I don't know if Spring's still here, but we have 3 Wordles to get. 2 more.
Okay.
I wonder if it'll let me make Sping. No, this one doesn't let you make like random words that don't make sense, which I think sucks. Hey, would you look at that? Oh, you redeemed the Wordles, so I was like, it's Spring's turn. And I tried spins because I couldn't make Sping. But we now have 3 letters. You do have to guess. It could just be, you know? No, it's not.
Well, the N has to be last.
Yeah.
With
And the I
I
has to be.
The I second last. So it's P something something
Here.
IN.
Plane?
Hmm?
Hell yeah. This one's yours. What would you like to start with?
What now?
Because I remembered
paper.
you'd redeemed it last.
No, not paper.
Last
Moist.
stream, and I never did it. Oh, moist again. That was so sexy. Thank you. Did you see yourself on my stream, by the way?
Mm-hmm. Great.
Fix you. You were taking a nap.
Mm-hmm. I was saying great because of the the fact that Moist gotten like nothing other than a T.
Oh.
Table.
You went from moist to table?
Do you want to say my thought process or?
You know what?
Go on.
It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Don't me. I'll beat you up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, but you did get like 3.
Nice. E's at the end.
T is probably second last then.
Probably. Okay. B something something T.
Oh, brute maybe?
Oh, brute. Try brute.
But it is BU.
BU something TE.
What the fuck?
Is it double T's?
Double T? Maybe. I don't know that that's a word.
Is it not?
What the hell does that even mean? Insane.
It's a but fancy.
Got it though. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
All right. We're done. And back to the game.
For the game.
Okay. An
Alright, chat.
isolated hill with steep sides and a flat top similar to but narrower than a mesa. Oh. Huh. That makes sense. That would be like a geographical thing, actually. Ads in 5 minutes, chat.
That has nothing to do with
apologize.
asses. I was robbed. Anyway. That is
You'll
not a
survive.
fancy but.
There is a sort of melancholy that one feels when closing a book for the final time. Feeling its last words wash over you as you leave its world and return to your own life. It was an ennui that Cassidy had grown used to. In her former life, she had received the best education that money and bribery might buy. Now, that bright mind was left to languish, fed by nothing more than a single new book each fortnight. By now, Cassidy was in the habit of reading very slowly indeed. She shut her latest tome and placed it upon the table, next to her half-written letter for her brother.
We'll see how long that
That was
lasts.
a pretty good accent. It's pretty good though.
I never sound quite myself in these letters. How do you write from a distance to one whom you saw daily? And how do you write anything at all when your life has grown so dull? She decided to pen a few more sentences on how moved she felt after reading the book and how profoundly distressed she was by the ending of it. Emily is so important, but so too is recognizing the value of what you have before it's too late. If only the king had realized what a wonderful daughter he had. And I hope that you realize how much you are loved by me, your one and only sister.
He paused, overcome by sheer feeling, and decided to keep that final bit to herself. It was too desperate for comfort, and princesses did not whinge so.
No, that won't do at all. How unbecoming.
With a sigh, Cassidy stared at the crackling fire. That fucking line. She had more than enough firewood now to last her until next shipment of it. The sight reminded her of Elowin.
I wonder what Elowin is doing at this very moment.
She could not fathom. The day-to-day life of such a mysterious personage was utterly beyond her imagination. Her curiosity so engaged it was now impossible to ignore. And so, the fair Cassidy resolved herself to take a walk and casually seek the other woman out.
How casually can it be when you're both like living in a forest and no one else is around?
Walking straight up to her home. Oh, how did I get here? That's wild. Want a date?
Pretty much.
Wow, isn't that a coincidence? Lives literally next to her. That'd be like somebody walking out of their apartment building with the intention to be like casually meeting somebody, walking across the hall and knocking on the door and being like, "How did I get here?" You opened your front door. The fuck you mean?
So did she get exiled? Yeah, she got exiled.
Yes.
None of that was explained in the last playthrough. I am very curious about what the hell happened in the kingdom.
I mean,
I don't know if it's explained in any of the routes.
There's definitely somewhere it's explained because there's definitely somewhere the other characters like have voices and the prince shows up and like shit like that. Like there's other characters in this game that we just didn't meet because we were just like, you know.
I mean, we made the choices. We're making different choices this time, so we'll see.
Yeah.
God, this bitch is gay. I know.
Very.
And they were neighbors.
And they were neighbors? Perhaps I'll even stumble across where she lives today. Wouldn't it be exciting to surprise her at her home?
Thinking nothing at all of how inconvenient or how overly forward and impertinent it might be, she departed immediately.
Bro, she's a tree.
Once outside, look, it's the tree, your wife. Cassidy took in a deep lungful of crisp forest air.
How lovely it is today. Hardly a cloud in the sky.
She took measured steps into the forest, constantly scanning the area around her, on the lookout for this elusive domicile.
Might Elowen live in a cottage like mine? She is so elegant, I cannot imagine her doing housework. Then again, I could hardly imagine myself doing housework not long ago. Oh, how times change a person.
You'd think if they exiled a princess, they would at least like give her like,
Give
you
her,
know,
like,
a
something.
lady's maid or something.
Yeah, but clearly they don't want her to survive.
Oh, true. Well,
They
no,
give her
well,
like
no,
the
they're
bare minimum
sending-
and they just put her in a corner. They want her
That's
to like
true.
barely make do and then just disappear.
Yeah.
Because if it wasn't the bare minimum, she would be getting stuff not every 2 weeks.
I mean, I feel like 2 weeks is like an okay amount of time to get like, you know,
From
deliveries
royalty?
for things.
They're like helping,
Yeah.
air quotes. They're like, here's just enough. Make it last.
Mm.
They're definitely not going to give
Mm.
her a servant to help her
Mhm.
with it anyway. And they're definitely not going to give her
Mhm.
more than she absolutely requires. She's a tax
Yeah,
write-off.
That's true. That's true.
Meow, I haven't seen you in so long and you timed yourself out? What the heck? I hope you're doing well. Okay.
What a way to be back, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Also, thank you, Sari. Cassidy reached her beloved wisteria tree before long and eagerly drank in the sight of it. She ran up to the tree and encircled it with her arms, as if meaning to embrace it.
Hello, dear tree. You are looking as lovely as ever today, though a certain someone sits not beneath your boughs this afternoon.
Bows? Bows.
Bows.
She leaned from one side, then the other, looking around the tree and into the forest, to see if she might spy a window or a billowing chimney of smoke. Sadly, she could not make out... She could make out only more trees.
I can't suppose that
She
Elowen
wants to
lives in
make
a
out with the
tree
tree.
house, does she? Although making out with a tree does sound kind of...
Hazardous? Please don't do that.
I mean, isn't it kind of sappy, though?
Certainly not. Oh my fucking god. Chat, how do you ban a streamer? Chat, help.
There's a couple of ways.
Make out with the tree and leave. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god. Anyway. Certainly not.
Oh,
Startled, Cassidy jumped, her foot catching unhappily on one of the tree's roots, sending her flailing forward.
Careful.
Elowen's
I lost her
arm...
voice.
That's okay. Shot out at once, her vice-like grip snaring the once princess just in time. Elowen's touch was so
I
cold,
like that they.
yet her moments decisive. Cassidy's heart raced. Yeah?
I like that they use the term once princess for her first. I don't know, but I just like that term.
The once princess.
It's a good descriptor.
Mm-hmm.
was she truly worried for me?
It took Cassidy several moments to regain her composure. Elowen, too, a bit shaken. These women gay.
If Elowen is like a tree,
Yeah?
Is tripping over like the roots of the tree equal to like tripping over someone else's like feet, like stepping on other people's
Pretty much.
feet?
She tripped on her toe.
Damn.
Thank goodness you arrived when you did. Oh, truth be told, if you hadn't startled me so, I would not have fallen.
Sick, thank you for the hydrate posture check, stretch, and head pat. At the rate this is going, she's gonna be a twice princess with the tree. That's so funny. Anyway. Is that so? I shall endeavor to be less frightening in the future then.
Hang on. Sick with the hydroposing and stretch. I should all throw something. Thank you for head pat. All right, let me actually drink water.
Dehydrates with tea.
Shotgun salt.
Oh dear, she may have mistaken my meaning. I was only trying to cover up my embarrassment. That is not necessary.
Is that one right?
Yeah.
We're assuming that white is the one that we haven't done and not yellow is the one we haven't done.
Yeah.
We're about to find out.
I don't understand what you mean. I certainly don't think you're frightening.
Oh? Your earlier words seem to suggest otherwise.
She's gonna learn real quick how to pollinate a tree. Thanks, Jesus.
Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
Am I a bee to you? Huh? Am I some sort of bug that pollinates flowers? How fucking dare you? I was merely... Oh, never mind.
How confusing you are.
Still, how curious it is for us to be meeting here again. At your home. Clearly.
You come here often. I live nearby. What is curious about it?
So, come here often? I'm merely saying that it's serendipitous. It must be fate.
Fate has nothing to do with it, I assure you.
Oh, but it's so much more romantic to think of it as fate.
Gay. I can think of nothing less romantic than fate.
Also gay, but a realist.
Huh?
Perhaps this is something not yet possible for you to understand.
Don't speak as though you're much older and wiser than me.
Lowen laughed a little.
How old are you anyway?
How old do you think?
Cassidy stared at Elowen, gazing deeply into her eyes, as if she might find the other woman's secrets there.
Older than I first thought, perhaps?
A wise answer.
Damn, bitch, did you see the dinosaurs?
Do not answer that. Or if you do answer that, just, be prepared to know where the exits are.
Lowball it, honestly.
As a sarcastic bitch, understand where your exits are and where the closest weapon is to them. Then you're good. You're in the clear. Also, yeah, the realistic answer is lowball. And always go lower than you think. I remember I was watching a TikTok.
Girl, I'm trying to find out if you're a MILF or a JILF.
Damn, girl, I'm trying to find out if you're a MILF or a GILF.
I was watching a TikTok and there's two people talking about age and stuff like that. And the one guy asked how old do you think I am? And she responds with, 35. And he goes, damn, what the fuck? That's so what? I'm not that old. And then she's like, Oh, okay. Is it, like
No, he doesn't
higher?
say. And she just keeps guessing higher.
She
and
guessed
he's
higher.
like,
Something.
I'm like 25.
He's like, wait, I'm like 20, and he's like, you're supposed to do like the low ball answer, and she's just like, that was, and he's like, 35 was the low ball. Fuck. It was so funny. She 100% like set that up. Like she was trying to make him like rage and shit like that, but it worked out so flawlessly. Oh god, it was so funny. I know the content creator that did that one. That I think it became an audio and then obviously other things, but I remember seeing the OG one.
Yep.
I was there in the original. Elowen tipped her head slightly, the motion seeming to indicate her desire to walk on. Cassidy was only too happy to comply. Together, the two women strolled, hand in hand, straight to marriage.
They're not you.
Their time together was marked by companionable silence, and I'll have you know that the narrator has nothing to say to that. Cassidy, never before a quiet girl, was desperate to fill it, but what conversation might pique Elowen's interest was unclear. She peered shyly at Elowen's face in profile, so striking and noble did it seem.
She has the air of an aristocrat. Would someone like she be doing and living in a forest? Then again, am I not in the same position? Perhaps it's something she finds difficult to speak of.
An icy gust of wind whistled through the clearing, causing Cassidy to shiver and rub her bare arms. She's just like fucking frozen.
A bit much. You're so silly. The sun will be setting soon, and it will grow colder. Perhaps you should...
It was then that the question Cassidy had been ruminating on over all afternoon burst forth.
Would you like to come to my cottage?
Elowen appeared quite overcome.
That's exactly how she said it. That is 100% how she said it. You're lying.
I did it already. I can read it again.
Oh.
Elowen appeared quite overcome.
Is that wise?
Whatever do you mean?
The fucking pout, that's a bottom. How can you extend such an invitation to one such as me, whom you hardly know? You are entirely too trusting.
And you're entirely too... I mean, I'm surprised at you. Two solitary women ought to stick together out in these wilds. Besides, who else have I to invite? That is, I sometimes feel quite lonely out here. Don't you?
Elowen turned her head slightly, gazed at the forest behind them, as if peering at something only she could see.
Loneliness, then. I see. Very well. I will take you up on your offer.
I want you to know inside her head right now, it's yes. Though puzzled by Elowen's hesitation.
No. Oh, wait, whose head?
Her, Cassidy's.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's a fucking puppy. Though puzzled by Elowen's hesitation, Cassidy was overjoyed at that her invitation had been accepted. There was a spring in her step as she led the other woman to her home. Straight to murder. Channel 7
I would
News
just like
here
to point
reporting.
out
Yeah.
that as a self-proclaimed stone top, you are doing so much better at the bottom voice, and I feel like I'm doing better at the at doing Elowen. So, if that says something, chat.
It's called
Just take
acting.
notice.
Fuck, I hope she doesn't realize.
Acting.
Okay.
Acting. It was only in front of the cottage that Cassidy suddenly understood what an impetuous thing it was that she was doing.
Is the house clean enough? Did I put the toys away?
She could not seem to recall when she had last swept or aired out her bedding.
Not the toys.
It was a joke, Twitch. Calm down.
Is-
I meant like sandbox cars and stuff.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. I don't think you needed to specify that, to be fair, but okay. Is this where you live?
No, this is only the front entrance. Of course it's where I live. Yes?
You're acting as Cassidy, not yourself? It's charming.
All right. Thank you. I wish I could take more credit for that. The house was here long before I arrived. Even the furniture is not truly my own.
Still, it suits you.
You suit my mattress. Thank you.
Bolstered by
You are
Elovin's
in rare
reaction,
form today.
Cassidy finally gained the courage to follow through. She opened the door wide, gesturing for the other woman to enter.
It is quite spacious. You live here alone?
That's right. It's not so bad. I don't have anyone to tell me what to do or where to go. I have a freedom now that I've never known before.
Perhaps. But sometimes I believe that being tied down to something is easier. Let choke down her drink. If you don't realize you're being strangled, it's just a pleasant, light-headed feeling. She's kinky.
What's
Chat.
that? What's that audio? Yes, absolutely. What's that audio of just like, would you like to relax? I can rub your tummy. How'd you like to rub it from the inside, mouse boy? I'm confused.
I've never heard that.
It's from, to be fair, it's from the movie Stuart Little, which is fucking from forever ago. But I immediately
my
thought
God.
of Elowin and her doing it and Cassidy doing it.
Can rub your tummy and get you a drink.
And then she says the other line, and she's like,
I'm confused.
also, yeah.
To be fair, it is just a pleasant, lightheaded feeling.
Yeah.
I don't really understand.
It's all right if you don't.
Elwin walked slowly from one part of the room to the next, her fingertips ghosting over every surface. She looked to be seeking the essence of each object, taking in every minute flaw, and deciphering its true nature. See, when you read this the first time, you just immediately said minute because you saw the word flaw after it. My brain reads in straight lines, so I didn't know it was minute until I saw flaw, and I was like, minute flaw, minute flaw. Because that's how my brain works.
Chat. A dyslexic voice actor walked into a bar.
No. The joke is funnier if you go, a dyslexic voice actor walked into a bra.
You're right. I'm dying. Stop, that's so funny. Oh my god. I don't understand. Can you show me how that feels? I'm a visual learner. Not visual. Not visual. Not visual. Visual is just watching. You killed Kitty with that joke. Anyway.
Cassidy wondered what Elowin might discover about her if only she allowed it. Only she dared. It was unbearably quiet. Just then, Elowin came across the book Cassidy had finished reading.
Oh, that's the book my brother sent me. I get so frightfully bored here that these books have become my sanctuary. I'm expecting a new shipment soon.
Your brother?
Elowen was silent for a time, digesting that new information. And then her eyes fell upon the half-finished letter haphazardly placed next to the book. Cassidy followed her gaze, eyes wide. She leapt forward to snatch the letter away. How much had the other woman seen? She colored in mortification.
Your brother is far away from me here.
Yes.
Is it beautiful? The place where you once both lived?
Thanks for the lurk, me. Hopefully you have a good time doing what you're doing. Enjoy your lurk, kitty.
I have not once seen its equal.
More beautiful than this cottage prison of yours?
Cassidy could not hide her surprise at Elowen's poisonous choice of words, nor could she hide her sudden tears. I'm starting to think that the white option is what we've already done.
No, I'm fairly certain we did the yellow because I remember making fun of the "it's highly suspect" line, and then the next time we had the choice to be like, "that's suspicious," we chose that one. So I think we picked the yellow ones. Because I
Fair.
think we did pick "excuse me" for this too, but
Oh, fair.
you know.
Also adds in 3-ish. Thank you, Jesus. Well, for everybody like here now that I know that it does that, fair enough. It's funny. All right, well,
It's not like that.
she dried her eyes delicately, but with determination. It was not the time for tears.
Things are complicated. It's not as clear-cut as you seem to believe.
Undoubtedly, the affairs of men oft are. However, all that I need to know is that he is there and you are here. That he is responsible for that difference can be inferred quite easily.
You're a fast reader to be able to jump to such conclusions so swiftly. How's your hopscotch skills? I am not unhappy here, Elowen.
Can you say that truly? With an unclouded heart?
Elowen peered into Cassidy's eyes, and their gazes held, like two magnets, pulling each other in, closer and closer still. Yet Cassidy could not do it. She could not look Elowen in the eye and tell an untruth. The narrator is realizing that the script writer hasn't learned the word lie. Elowen looked to the window.
Untruth is a nicer word, though.
That's true.
It has gotten dark.
Oh my, how rude of me. I have not offered you tea or any refreshment.
Do not trouble yourself on my account. I must away. I did not mean to impose for so long.
You are hardly an imposition.
You are kind and good.
Cassidy's face lit up.
Kind and good things do not survive long in a world such as ours.
And just as quickly as it had come, the sudden rush of delight left her.
Oh.
Bowing her head, the other woman was out the door and gone, leaving hurt and confusion in her wake. When
I
she
mean,
looked
I'll
out the
just say
window
I
and
wouldn't be
glimpsed-
hurt or confused.
She's
I'll be like, yeah, facts.
yes, but that's because yeah, like you kind of like the existence in the real world. You're not like Cassidy levels innocent, you know.
I
Cassidy
mean, considering
poorly gets hurt
she
by
got
things.
framed and exiled, you would think she'd and she literally was like the crown princess,
She doesn't
like,
realize
in line to get
she
the
was.
throne.
She doesn't realize she was framed.
But she was yapping
No.
about it in like a couple scenes ago.
No, all she said was like stuff happened and like it was
She said
best that I
something,
leave.
if only father had realized, and then like, I hope you realize and stuff when she was writing the letter to her brother.
No, the father part was from the book, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then she equated that to her relationship with her brother.
I see. Okay. It's probably why they exiled her, to be fair. They were like, this bitch is gonna run the kingdom to the ground. Let her go
That's
to
why
the
the
fucking forest
split.
and
It's
be
like
a
with
cottagecore lesbian.
yeah. The rest of the council's like, no. She just go that way. When she looked out the window at the glimpse, the same view that Edwin had just held, Cassidy saw before her was but a bleak uncertainty.
Without wisdom or storm shall ill-weathered be. But when you are nearby, dear one, no storms can bother me.
Ooh. Day 3. It rhymes!
Okay.
All right. Back to my wife's narration.
The exiled princess paused on the very first line of her letter.
To my Alexander. Is that too familiar? Will he dislike it?
The brother of her memory was a kind boy, but rather stiff and particularly mindful of decorum. Following the events of the previous evening, Cassidy felt compelled to rewrite her half-finished letter. Huh.
Right?
No. We're good. We still picked not that Alexander would care, because we thought that that would push her into a romance, but it just did the opposite for some reason.
Well, we're definitely
Remember?
gonna see the opposite because we're doing all the opposite choices.
Or what we think, at least. We'll find
so
out.
hopefully, we'll see by the end of the game if we get the exact same ending. We'll be like, huh. Also, every single one has been yellow up top and white so far. So
Yeah, that's what's making me doubt it too. Did we really pick all of the top ones consistently? Because I didn't pay attention
I
to
don't
that
think so,
last
but
time.
I don't know. Anyway,
I want Alexander to see me at my best. I do not wish to disappoint him or bore him with them.
No, maybe it was this. Wait, does it change though if we pick a different one? Hang on. Not that Alexander will care either way. I'm sure he's too busy to even read my letters to. Did we have minutiae last time?
no,
in
this
the
is the old
narration?
one. Oh, it changed.
What is
They're
the
yellow.
See,
They're
now
yellow.
they're both yellow.
Okay, we're
So
good.
yellow is the one we
We're
were.
good.
Okay.
Somehow we picked every top choice. What the fuck? Anyway, go on. Yeah, because now this is white. Yeah, so everything new would be in the white then, untouched. Anyway,
She
minutia.
sighed, recalling. Oh, or did you not finish reading that?
No,
My original draft.
Okay.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Fuck it, I can't read.
She she sighed, recalling the contents of the now ripped up pages. That was a
Time
good
to
crack.
drink. Sprite, Twitch. I pined far too much. I would never whine, of course. My words were drawing near that. I only...
She was afraid to admit it, even to herself, how much she missed her brother. Cassidy finished the letter without much of a fuss. She wrote briefly of Elowen, a passerby, helping her find firewood. Most of the contents, however, were in regards to the book she had recently finished.
Perhaps this will encourage my dear brother to send more. It won't.
When Cassidy looked out the window, she realized the sun had started to set.
Gotten late. Oh dear, was I revising for so long? Silly me.
She folded up her letter and placed it in an envelope, sealing it with the royal wax seal she was given. She stood and stretched her arms above her. Oh, she stood and stretched her arms above her head.
I have hardly moved all day. That is no good.
Cassidy walked to the front of the cottage, where she normally left her letters halfway beneath the door for an agent to collect. She had just stuffed her letter under the door when... Princess? Cassidy's blood ran cold for just a moment, yet she soon realized who was addressing her and relaxed.
You surprised me, Elowen.
Wait, why did her blood run cold?
She got surprised.
Oh.
She's not expecting another voice to just pop out of the air. That's
Oh.
all. That's all it was. Because immediately she was like, "Ah, okay, I'm okay." Just this hot lady from the woods.
She spoke to the other woman through the half-opened window at the front of the cottage.
I am no princess, you know.
Is that so? You seem like one to me. She's flirting. Cassidy was not sure how to
Hello,
respond to that
princess.
sentiment.
Have I casually let slip that I was a princess? I did not realize that I still behaved in the manner of one. Lifelong habits cannot so soon be discarded, it seems.
It's the way you talk, the way you walk, and the way you carry yourself. Sorry, but all of those things are rich person coded. Sip.
There is an envelope under the door.
Oh, yes. Do leave it there. It's outgoing.
Outgoing?
Outgoing for drinks.
Elowen... Shut up. Elowen paused for a long while, but said no more on the subject. May I come in?
Of course. I'm so sorry. I should have invited you in sooner. I was so taken aback, you see.
I did not mean to surprise you so.
It's all right. A happy surprise. I'm so glad to see you.
She opened the door and ushered Elowen inside. This time, Cassidy did not forget her manners. She quickly flew into the kitchen to make her guests some tea and pulled out the crackers she'd set aside for just such an occasion. Elowen politely sipped the tea but did not touch the crackers.
I wonder why she does not eat. Perhaps these are not to her taste?
We really did pick all of the top
So
ones.
far,
That's
it
crazy.
fucking seems like it for sure.
It seems a waste when I save these crackers purposefully in order to be good hostess the next time she came.
Though she was confused, Cassidy quietly ate a cracker or two before putting the tray away. The two women talked pleasantries for some time, though it became rather apparent that Elowen's attention lay elsewhere.
Anytime I see the word apparent, I'm reminded of the Eminem song. Or not like the song itself, but the lyric, where it's just like, it's apparent, you shouldn't have been a parent.
I don't know it.
That's fair.
But
Just,
fair.
that's what I'm reminded of.
Is everything quite all right?
Why do you ask?
You seem somewhat reserved. Hmm. That is more than usual.
Are you lip biting?
That letter. You said it was outgoing. Is that the
drinks.
letter you wrote to your brother?
Oh, yes. If I leave letters there, someone will come to collect it.
Someone? How can that be? You do not go into town to have your mail delivered? She was at a loss as to how to explain. Cassidy herself knew that her situation was extraordinary.
You see, though I live alone, I am well taken care of. My brother provides everything. Every fortnight or so, his agents deliver food and supplies to me. Someone is around to collect my outgoing letters once or twice a day. I only ever send my brother letters, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. If there's like people looking out for her once or twice a day, doesn't seem like they're just like, yeah, fucking die, you know?
They're not looking out for her. They're retrieving letters to, and we don't even
Yeah,
know
but
if they're
once or
giving.
twice.
I don't know if they're getting the letters to like, you know, like, or if the letters are actually making it, or if they just grab them and rip them up.
Well, she's getting replies from him though.
Yeah, but like stock replies that he could just be like writing to her because he knows how she thinks.
Mm. True.
And it's just the people there coming every couple days are to make sure that she's still there. More than anything.
True. I was not wrong when I said this place was like a jail. Why do you live here alone when he clearly has enough resources to take care of you?
God, I love the way
Cassidy
you talk.
shifted uncomfortably in her seat. Eloin's eyes seemed to not to look at her so much as bore into her soul. Cassidy felt judged and deemed unworthy, though she had not yet responded to Eloin's inquiry. No matter how she phrased it in her head, it sounded awful.
My brother put me here for my own safety.
She took a deep breath.
When you called me princess earlier, you were not far off the mark. I was once a princess, though I am no longer. After my father, the king's death, I was to inherit the throne, but our barons in parliament voted no confidence. Worse, I was then handed trumped up charges of treason. I very well could have been executed. Instead, my younger brother intervened on my behalf. I was gonna say inverted.
So you are...
Hang on.
Alive. In exile, but alive.
The former princess surprised herself at the depth of her own feelings, at the desperation with which she tried to convince especially herself that this was for the best.
It's not so terrible. This cottage is lovely. It has good things to be among. It is a good thing to be among nature like this.
How can you be so positive?
What?
You speak so fondly of your brother, when he's the one who exiled you, who left you here to rot in isolation.
It's not like that, Eloin.
What part of what I said is false? Tell me.
It's not that simple. It is not Alexander's fault.
She found herself repeating her thoughts on the matter mechanically, things she only half believed. She had said all these things before. It seemed she no more believed them now. As a result of your dear Alexander's intervention, you were exiled, were you not? Who's to say he was not responsible for the unfavorable vote in the first place?
Why would he do that? What would he have to gain? It's clear to me you know nothing of politics. How can you level such accusations against the one who saved my life?
I've previously stated my belief that you are kind and good. I have now revised my opinion. You are a blind fool. As I am mute, you are blind, altogether too blind to the selfish ways of the world.
What is your meaning?
It is nothing. Believe in your brother all you wish, but you cannot deny that there is truth to what I've said. Elowen rose from her seat in one swift movement and then headed for the door. Good night, princess.
I am princess no longer. Mock me not, I beg you.
Just like that, she was gone, disappeared into the dark. Cassidy wrapped her arms around her torso, hugging herself for comfort in the wake of Elowen's sudden, indignant anger. Feeling comfort none, the former princess squeezed her eyes shut.
Oh, Alexander. If only she knew you as I do. Then she would understand.
There is a treasure that can't be bought, no matter how long it may be sought. It is something priceless, yet free. I speak, of
Aww.
course, of
Day
an apology.
4.
Day 4.
I realized I didn't save last time.
You know what? That would have been unfortunate, but at the same time, you can speed through it pretty fast, I feel.
Dum, da, 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 da.
Fumbled.
After a restless sleep, Cassidy awoke to the sun's harsh rays.
Nah.
She stretched, arching her back to release the tension there. Finally, her gaze went to the front door. There was a distinct lack of a letter beneath it.
They must have come at night. How diligent my brother's agents are.
Bro.
You are a blind fool.
All at once, the memories of her argument with Elowen nearly knocked the wind out of her.
I cannot believe I divulged such secrets to someone I barely know.
Ah! Hey!
Oh, finally.
We finally did a bottom choice. Holy shit, we waited until day 4? Fuck! Well, to be fair, the top choice was always like a choice that I feel like I would have lined with anyways, so it worked out. And this was the first time I was like,
Zephyr
that
trying
one.
to tell us something and we don't know how to hear it anymore.
Just want you to stop saying odd shit. Alright, hi Michael, how you doing? Thank you for the sound redeem. Cassidy was puzzled, both at herself and Elowen's odd behavior.
And what a shock that was. I had thought her a refined, elegant personage, but her rage was palpable and quite unseemly. Whatever her reasoning, it was not right for her to react so. She doesn't know Alexander, and so she wouldn't understand him, but I do.
Presently, there was a knock at the door. Given how long it had been since her last shipment, as well as the fact that Elowen was far more likely to announce her presence with words, Cassidy could draw out but one conclusion. She waited nearly 10 minutes before opening the door. It was protocol. She knew not who her brothers sent, and it was unclear whether they know whom they were delivering to. The royal family of Varamir had a distinctive look to them. It would not do for too many people to know who she was, or that a former princess dwelled here. When she finally allowed herself to open the door, she found a large wooden crate, not unlike the previous ones. Sitting atop the crate's contents was a sealed envelope. Cassidy instantly recognized the severe cursive.
I'll read it.
Okay.
To my sister, I am glad to hear that you are adjusting well to life at the cottage. Doubtless there are many things that challenge you given your former life, but we must all make the best of things. I know that you have too much time on your hands, so I have been sure to enclose more books for you to read. You may one day be called upon to marry well for the advantage of king and country. As such, it is of utmost importance that you keep your mind sharp and your hands on idle.
The last part seemed to have been written later, as the script looked slightly different.
I think of you often. I worry about you more often still. Be safe in the forest and keep to yourself, though I know that is difficult for you. Please await my next letter. I remain your loyal brother, A. So do you think the like usual letters are like some like courtier writing them and then this part was
Then the
him, or do
last
you
part
think
is him.
he writes
Yeah.
the usual like, unpersonal letters and that was like someone else?
I think he writes the last part, and then the like usual letters are written by just people being like keeping up appearances.
Mhm.
At least that's what I think right now. Who the fuck knows?
True.
She read over the letter many times, trying her best to glean affection from it.
Alexander
Aw.
has always been a little awkward. I'm sure the last bit was added with some reluctance, after one of his advisors chastised him for the contents of his letter.
She smiled and ran her fingertips along the part that read, "I think of you often." But then she remembered the sentence about marriage.
Oh,
Yeah,
we did select.
we
Yeah,
definitely
okay.
did this one. So now we know. We know for sure now. I like that we're just like consistently every time we get a choice, like, did we? God damn it. Anyways,
How thoughtful. I'm sure that Alexander does not wish for me to live the rest of my life here. How thoughtful of him to find some way for me to escape exile. Even if it is through a political marriage. I must say I'm not very excited at the prospect.
the letter did not raise her spirits as much as the letter from Alexander's usually did. The implication of it weighed on her.
Of course, I must be useful to the kingdom somehow. Why else would I be alive? If I can be of use, even as a disgraced princess.
Cassidy sighed.
Aw.
She would not finish that thought. Suddenly, Cassidy heard a rustling nearby.
Hmm?
She looked up from her letter and saw Elwyn standing a few feet away.
Elwyn?
Princess.
I am no longer a princess.
Just because you no longer live in a castle does not mean that you are no longer a princess.
Cassidy was reminded of the word marriage once again. Elwyn was right. She was still considered a princess insofar as a princess could be useful. The long silence passed between them. Both were conscious, no doubt, of the argument that had transpired between them, an argument that had not yet resolved.
I am sorry.
Elwyn's eyes widened almost imperceptibly, but Cassidy, staring into the other woman's face as she was, took note.
I should not have burdened you with my circumstances to begin with. Well, you were somewhat harsh, but regardless, I am sorry.
Okay, every time there's a new option, we can't skip it.
No.
well.
What do you mean you can't skip it?
So, like, if you look at, every time there's like, if you see like when the text comes up and it's like a white petal at the top, you can't,
Ah.
skip it.
Nor challenge.
Mm.
Nor when
No.
Hmm?
It is nothing. It would seem that I, too, am quite the fool.
I want you to know if you mash that skip button fast enough, you can skip it, in fact. Anyway. I was in the next day on the next choice.
You're silly.
I didn't, it was blacked out. I didn't think you could actually click it. Yeah, okay. The air thusly cleared, and the two women were able to enjoy the rest of their day together. They whiled the time away in companionable satisfaction. That night, Cassidy drifted off to sleep with a full heart.
the strings of love are oft unseen. Though wrapped around you, they may be. When tied fast, none can come between, nor challenge humble fate's decree.
Day 5. Finish him.
Man, Shao Kahn sounding a little different. Maybe they've got a cold.
Hydrate core.
Ah, how beautiful it is today.
Indeed. Oh god. Elwyn had surprised Cassidy early that morning, arriving at her front door without warning. What the fuck? My accents are just blending together now.
Mm-hmm. It happens.
Though Elwyn didn't even knock, silly creature. I wonder if she would have left
You
if I
have,
hadn't seen her and opened the door.
You have a hydrate posture check and stretch.
I was gonna
For
read it after this.
Jesus.
Jesus, thank you for the hydrate, stretch, and posture check. I shall do only one. But which
Jesus,
one?
they give the posture check. And stretch. And hydrate. Why'd you do it opposite?
To mess with people. The redeem gotcha.
The redeem gotcha.
Yeah.
I did all three, Jesus. Because you can, fair enough. The thought bothered her almost as much as the notion that Elwyn might not yearn for Cassidy's company the way Cassidy did for hers. After some time spent lingering, both paralyzed by indecision, they decided to go on a leisurely nature walk. Bro, all you have around you is nature. What are you talking about, anyway? And every walk is a nature walk. What? For the next few hours, they strolled through the forest together, stopping here and there to pick berries or mushrooms.
If every
Seems
walk
like
is a
pretty
nature
lesbian
walk,
activity.
every walk is a nature walk. Do you think Cassidy often goes,
I yearn for the mines.
Probably. I don't know that Cassidy knows what mines are, though, to be fair.
Flint and steel.
Shut up. That one is poisonous. Do not touch it.
Right.
Cassidy drew her hand back in mortified alarm. It would not do for your lovely skin to be marred by poisonous spores.
I'm being bonked. Help.
Cassidy deserved, honestly. I mean, don't bonk my wife, Let. That's my job. Sorry. Cassidy hazarded a glance at the other woman's face, but Elwyn looked as unflappable as ever.
Well, yeah, she doesn't have wings.
Poisonous.
Poisonous?
I do.
Are you sure? Are you certain it's poisonous?
I have no doubt. I have lived in these woods for a long time. There was a melancholy in Elwyn's countenance that Cassidy had not yet seen, nor even thought the woman was capable of. The Elwyn she knew was dignified, taking such charge of her emotions that none ever showed. What? Literally yesterday you were like, she was raging palpably.
She was showing emotions. Oh, she hasn't shown emotions.
Yeah. It's Cassidy. What do you expect? She changes day by day.
That's true.
Stopping by while
That's
at
true.
work. Hope the stream goes well. Hey, Dwayne. Hello. I hope work goes well. Thanks for stopping by. Who we flirting with? Cassidy is flirting with Elwyn. This lady is flirting with this lady. She just met this lady
And I'm flirting with
3
my
days
wife.
ago. And then me and my wife are flirting with each other because if you can't flirt with your wife, who can flirt with? Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
Mwah.
I have not known her long, of course. Perhaps that was merely how she comports herself around those of little acquaintance. What made you decide to reach out to me?
Reach out.
Yeah, you know, reach your hand forward and touch me on my shoulder and go, hey. You got that smolder from, like, you know, Flynn Rider? That is
She thought back to their first meeting, the way her own heart had leapt at the sight of Elowen. And Elowen had known all about her, had apparently been watching her for some time.
Spooky, but kinda hot. You didn't have to be sitting under that tree that day. You could have continued watching me from afar. But you found me, and you spoke to me.
I thought you delicately beautiful. The matter-of-fact way that Elowen said this struck Cassidy. She was flattered, of course, yet part of her was also worried. Beauty was not something lasting. It would be a shaky foundation for any relationship. We all know what you're thinking about, what kind of relationship you're thinking about, Cassidy. You're not slick.
Well, maybe she is.
If it had been a courtier complimenting her beauty, Cassidy might have taken it better.
Thought?
Ads in 5
Past
minutes.
tense, is it not? What do you think of me now?
I still think you exceedingly beautiful, but dainty and delicate you are not. You are far from being the poised princess I took you for. Cassidy winced and her mouth formed a little pout as she turned her eyes to the ground.
Doc, you can't blame me for drinking, but I hope you're drinking healthily. Also, that 69, nice.
Drink water, Doc, what the hell?
As I thought. It is to be expected. Someone so graceful as Elowen would, of course, find me lacking.
That's literally not what she said, but okay.
Where does she go, I wonder?
I wonder. I wouldn't know. I'd never do that, you know?
Uh-huh.
Jumping to conclusions? Not me.
Uh-huh. And my wife turns their head over to the wall with several awards for jumping to conclusions.
I do not jump to conclusions.
Bubbies, you jump to conclusions so much, sometimes you don't actually involve me in the conversation that involves jumping to conclusions.
Listen, it's for the bit. No, don't encourage that, you guys. They're like, take a 7th one, take an 8th one. I have conflicting orders. Zephy says drink water, Mod and VIP says drink. Listen, wife trumps Mod and VIP, okay? You have to listen to me, Doc.
Scrap all orders, make
We are
toast
more
instead.
trustworthy. Well, yeah, toast is not bad, but drink water. Hydrate if you're gonna be drinking. You're being asked a question, puppies.
You don't own a toaster? You are a toaster. Also, who has more commanding power? The wife.
Of course, the wife. Are you kidding me?
The wife's an editor, I think.
Yeah. In the hierarchy of orders to take, it would be me, then Miko, and then you guys left. So.
Hang on. I didn't say that.
Oh, puppies, you're cute. Anyway, suddenly, in Cassidy's eyes, Elowen looked so very haggard. She peered through the polished veneer and saw a woman who was tired and hungry.
I want you to know, chat, that I know the word is haggard, but I read it as Hagrid, and my brain only went, "You're a wizard, Cassidy."
Oh my god. Your line.
Oh, right, you did read that. Whoops.
Are you all right?
In a blink, Elowen appeared to be the same as always. I am fine. Even so, Cassidy could not shake the feeling that something was off.
Command structure confirmed. Zephy command approved. More water. Other orders ignored. Toast order command pending on acquiring a second toasting unit. Okay.
Best boy Robo.
Are you quite sure? You seem tired.
Elowen was silent for a long while. Yes. Perhaps I am tired. Forgive me, I'm not used to the midday sun. It occurred to Cassidy that she had never seen Elowen in the morning before.
Could she be something of a night owl? I
Who?
hadn't supposed it. Leth. And here I invited her to walk with me under the full blaze of the sun. Under the full unconcentrated power of the sun! How thoughtless I am. Somewhere between a light
You weren't
summer's day
fast enough, Leth.
and the full concentrated power of the sun!
Oh my god, not the screech, puppies.
What? Elowen.
You're silly. Yes.
Wanna Netflix and chill? Why don't you stay with
No.
me at my cottage tonight?
What's a Netflix?
This funny thing from about 1,000 years in the future? We watch a
Best
movie,
boy
but we
over,
don't
I
actually pay
confirmed,
attention to it.
diverting the command to Zephy, ignoring Miko. Haha. Teehee.
Alright, fair enough.
What?
Well, I am worried about you. And it can't be easy being a woman and living alone.
She knew this best of all.
Look at those eyebrows. She's determined.
I would be much more at ease if you would come with me tonight.
There's too many ways to joke about that one.
Let us break bread together and while away the night in comfort.
She was not expecting Elowen to accept. Not Elowen, who had reacted so strongly to an invitation merely a few days earlier. She's like, I didn't think I'd get this far.
The plot
And
didn't
yet,
mean. I don't know. I don't think I get this far.
Break bed. All right. Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be in character. All right. Bubbies.
Really?
Would it be better if I return to my home?
No.
What
I
happened?
just was worried that you would not accept. I realized that
What
it's
was our
not
reaction
very
for?
dainty to be so forward.
What did you react to?
I didn't react to anything. What do you mean?
Oh, okay.
Did I?
I thought you did. My peak is not a bed. True. At this, Elowen finally smiled. Cassidy's heart felt akin to an acrobat at the sight, doing backflips and pirouettes in joy. It would be my honor to accompany you. It may do us both some good. As ever, Cassidy was far too excited to hear the latter. Looking forward to a night with her new favorite person, she had already changed course and started along the path home. Cassidy closed the front door behind them and went to the kitchen to put away the plants they'd gathered. Is there anything I can help with?
Leave it to me. Just have a seat and rest. You really do look tired.
All right. Night soon fell and the pair supped together.
He still isn't eating anything. She had plenty of tea earlier, but Could it be that
She's a
she's
tree,
foreign?
goddammit.
Perhaps she's too polite to say that it's not to her taste.
Elowen, unaware of being observed so
You can't
directly.
feed cookies and crackers to a tree.
Elowen, unaware of being observed so directly, delicately sipped a glass of water.
Are you full?
I am satisfied.
You know what is my favorite saying? No, I don't. What is? How can you be when you didn't eat anything?
I simply am not hungry at this very moment.
I see. But I was with you like all day and you didn't eat anything the whole. Hang on.
Her tone left no room for argument.
Well, shit, I
After
guess never
dinner,
mind.
Cassidy cleared the plates and things away and began to get the room ready for sleep. The cottage was not large. Her parlor had to double as her bedroom out of necessity. It was all well and good for a single person, but now that another had been added, Cassidy became acutely aware of the lack of space. And there was only one bed, Chad.
There was only one bed.
His, her, their loyalty cannot be bought, but it can be rented for fairly cheap.
True.
That sounds like something, that sounds like a tagline of like somebody selling you on like a space venture or like a bad business deal.
And
Pyramid
they were
scheme.
roommates. There's only one bed.
I will gladly sleep on the divan or the ground. I am not choosy.
Oh, that won't do at all. You're a guest.
Mm.
Mm.
Cassidy gulped. Truth be told, she had one other much more preferable arrangement in mind. Lesbian. She's a fucking lesbian, Chad.
She's a lesbian.
She's one of those things. We call them lesbians. $20 is $20. Fair. I agree.
We could share the bed. There's room enough for two.
I notice you do not offer to sleep on the divan. Struck by her own lack of graciousness, Cassidy bit her lip, cowed into silence. I am only teasing. If you do not mind being so snug, I will be happy to share the same space with you.
Nothing would please me more than to be close to you.
Gay.
I mean, yes, wonderful. I shall fetch another pillow then.
She flew out of the room to retrieve a spare pillow from the closet, face burning with embarrassment. Bro, come on. Bro, get it together.
Do you have enough space? You're not too cramped?
She fully planned that, by the way.
Which one?
Cassidy.
Yeah.
She's like, the bed is big enough for two, is fully sleeping on top of Elowen. Okay.
As a Yuri enjoyer, I am not against this. Fair. Barking. Okay.
Barking. Me too. I am fine. Truth be told, I do not mind the proximity. There was a faraway look in Elowen's eyes. I'd been alone for so long until you came.
How did you come to live here in the forest? Where's your family? Oh. Perhaps she cannot say. Perhaps it is not that she does not wish to tell me, but that she cannot. She may have some circumstances that prevent her from speaking on the subject. Was it impertinent of me to bring it up? I'm sorry. Is it difficult for you to tell me?
It is a trying subject, but I am not quite sure where to begin. She took a deep breath. I have lived here all my life. Once I was not alone. But Eloin paused and sighed. I once had siblings. They have long since departed, so I don't really have family here anymore. Others have come and gone, as I said, but I could not relate to them. I watched them from afar without entering their lives and did not mourn them when they left mine. And so the years went by. Cassidy snuggled just a little bit closer to the other woman as if to show meaning through actions where words might fail. And so they passed the night together in pleasant company and warm conversation.
When the sunshine
Doc,
blazes
no, you're
down,
fine. It's forehead kisses are not a bad thing. It's okay. If you want to kiss, if you want to give your friends forehead kisses to go to sleep, hey. As long as they're comfortable with it, it's fine.
I soon begin to wish for rain. But when you've gone away, my dear, I soon long
Kissing
for the
homies
sun
goodnight
again.
isn't gay, right? Not as long as you're wearing socks, Robo.
Me sockless kissing my homies. Fuck.
I'm gonna start this over.
Mm-hmm.
Day 6.
Save it. Day 6.
Fight.
No tongue, socks were on. Oh, we're good.
Wait, what did... Wait. I want to see what Let said. Oh. Great.
All right.
Oh.
All right, let's do it. Cassidy awoke alone, with a cold space beside her.
Again, she's gone in the morning. What could she be doing so early? It's highly suspect.
You see here, I was like, oh, they used the line anyway, and I laughed about it.
She could no longer ignore the gnawing feeling of dread. Perhaps she would ask Eloin upon their next meeting.
I will have to be careful with the rest of my supplies. Next shipment is a while away yet, and I cannot feast with Eloin too often. That being said, it is not as if she really eats when she's with me.
She yawned
Yeah, I was
and
about to
slowly
say.
pulled herself out of bed. With or without Eloin, she would have to get on with her day. Cassidy hummed a little tune to herself as she cleaned up and prepared breakfast. Sitting down at the table with her bread and morning tea, she glanced at her stationery set, left by the vase. What?
Huh?
Sure.
A lot has happened. Perhaps I should write Alexander a letter?
And then we said no, because fuck Alexander.
Yeah, but we should. Okay.
We're going to say yes, obviously.
It's important that my brother knows what's going on in my life.
Oh, maybe they only show up because
Mm-hmm.
she doesn't write a letter. And they're like, oh fuck, she's dead. After finishing her breakfast, she set herself to the task of writing Alexander as usual. Yet her heart was not in it, and her handwriting was sloppy. It comes out perfectly, like it's written by a typewriter. She's like, oh, it looks terrible. Though always lonesome before, the former princess's life now felt so much emptier without Eloin's presence. Though she could be accustomed to such solitude, she could barely concentrate on her usual chores. Should?
They really have a typo. Crazy.
Oh, you're right. I didn't notice. Listen, you want to talk about like visual errors, like fucking a movie having the wrong shoes on, or like a random like scene swap where they're having different things? I can catch that shit instantaneously. You mean spelling mistakes? Ah, fucking good luck.
It's okay. I'm the English major. I got it.
You got this, I
Don't
believe
worry
you.
about it.
The English major.
English major.
Aye, aye. Salute.
Studying my colonizer's language.
Cheers, love. The cavalry's here. To think that a few days could change a person so.
In a lull in her activities, Cassidy's gaze went to the window. Deep in the forest, her beloved wisteria tree stood. She could see it so clearly in her mind's eye.
I wonder if she's there. I wonder if she is there now, somewhere in the forest.
She passed the rest of the day peacefully, but with a sense of unease.
I'm already Tracer.
It's unfortunate that song exists. Anyway. It's unfortunate that I can probably sing the whole fucking thing. Ugh.
That really is the most unfortunate part.
It was one of my brain worms for like a week. So.
Mm-hmm.
The next day came, and with still no Elwyn, Cassidy was left with nothing but her own thoughts. And thinking of Elwyn perturbed Cassidy greatly. In the last several days, the woman had embedded herself into Cassidy's life like a thorn.
I never expected to become close
you
to
were
another person
gay.
again.
She was gay for her. Why is she calling her a thorn? Crazy work.
Stabbed me through my heart and left me alone. Oh, woe is me.
Really?
Whack.
No, she's an AO3 rider.
Hey, come on now. Don't you insult AO3 writers.
Can I go back to Norse? Thanks. Sorry about that. You know what? I'll whack as many AO3 writers as I need to because one, they probably enjoy it, and two, they'll write me into a horrible fanfic. So it'll be fine either way.
Shit, Elwyn can be a thorn in my side for real. I'm saying, literally, Leth, you get it.
It's kind of funny considering the fact that she probably does have thorns. Anyway.
Yeah, she can prick me with those thorns. I mean, continuing
Vanish.
Exclamation point vanish.
I never expected to become close to another person again.
He thought about Elwyn and the things the other woman had said, the hours spent together with that were so few, but felt an impossible eternity.
Despite how she looks, she must be much older than me. She has a proper way of speaking and always says that she's lived in the forest for a long time. And when
A
the
true
intricacy...
mommy for real, for real.
Vance, fuck.
And with the intricacy of her clothing and her manners,
something did not quite add up. Elwyn did not seem like to like people much. Certainly, it did not seem her presence in the wood, despite how long it had been, was known to many.
Alexander most probably would not have sent me here if it was known that a beautiful woman was living alone in this very wood. Did I say beautiful? I meant sexy. Did I say sexy? Shit.
Where did Elwyn come from? Why was she alone? She still had no satisfactory answer. Oddest of all.
Oh my god, do you think they exiled her because they knew she was a lesbian and they were like a backward society?
They might have been. Do you think they exiled her because they know there's a demon in the forest and she's probably not going to make it?
I don't know that she... Oh, she is supposed to be a demon. She's giving more dryad than anything, but, you know, true.
Well, you know, we haven't gotten the Eaton ending, so who knows? We all know that women aren't real. Thanks, Doc. Oh. Oh. Okay.
I still have never seen her eat.
Thinking it all over.
Owen is strange.
Fucking left. Doc said that, and then Les said, so true. And Talk's like, I mean, have you seen one? And Leth goes, wait, what's happening to me? And then vanish. Like IRL. I'm gonna give you an ad in 4.5 minutes for that one. That's, you know what? Fair. Oh, Jesus, I'm sorry. Typing on phone. It is what it is.
Owen is strange. She is rather strange. And again, there is nothing normal about my situation either. This only means that I have more things to discover about her in the future.
She's like, she could devour me and I would get devoured.
She could eat me and I'd be fine with it. Oh.
Cassidy shook her head. Even if Elwyn was a tad strange, Cassidy knew that there was more to her than that. Wasn't there?
She has always been honest with me, even if there are some things she cannot reveal yet. She can be blunt, perhaps, but I believe she means well.
Remembering the last several days. Oh, we didn't pick either one of these.
Yeah, we're in a new route, I think. Well, she's not monstrous.
Well, do we want the Eaton ending? Because that's got to be it.
Nor. I want a romance ending.
Okay.
Dot, 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 dot.
Dot, 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 dot. Presently, there was a knock at the door, startling Cassidy out of her deep thoughts. It was a short knock, a signal for a letter not accompanying a box.
A letter? So soon after the last? I did send him a letter yesterday, but it's not possible for him to have read it and replied already. Right?
IDK getting eaten and romance sounds hand in hand, not gonna lie. Considering how much Maya talks about Vor, I am unsurprised to hear that from you.
Leth, really not beating the Vor allegations today. All right.
Perhaps my brother finally understands just how much I miss him. If I leave here, if one day Alexander allows me to leave, what else awaits me? Exile is much more preferable than death. Still, perhaps Elwyn was right to be suspicious of Alexander. Alexander.
Oh.
How long must I stay here?
How long must I stay here? In this forest? Will I be here? Will I forever be here? Atoning for my mistakes?
She let out a sigh.
I chew, not swallow is like hardly a redeeming thing to say, Leth. I don't war, it's more cannibalistic. Okay, crazy work.
Her thoughts had taken her on a not-so-merry chase.
If I dwell on these thoughts, there will be no end to them.
She brewed herself up a cup of tea to calm her nerves and began reading a new book. From time to time, her eyes went, somewhat nervously, to the window. And so,
mostly is
evening
crazy.
fell. Cassidy considered going for a walk, but decided against it. Her foray into her own thoughts had left a shiver running down her spine.
Perhaps Elwyn needed some time to herself. Perhaps I ought to take some as well.
And so she resolved not to seek the other woman out this day.
Let's see, maybe I'll have some tea.
She turned and was
Did
about
she
to head
not
for the
open the
kitchen when
letter?
the front door slammed open. No. She did the exact same thing last time.
Oh.
Just because owls eat, pray, hold doesn't mean I do it too, says the owl.
Crazy. I have a real question. If they exiled her to the cottage in the woods, she could very well just fuck off and leave to another kingdom through the woods. Why even stay there?
There's a good chance that the woods are surrounded by agents from the kingdom. So that if she does try to leave, she'll get either
That's
escorted back or
true.
killed.
That's true, I guess.
But also, if she fucks off entirely, then that means she's guilty, and they have an easier time. So either way, the prince wins. Wait,
True.
True swallows? I like to learn. As a robot, I don't know how to ingest material in my disguise. So far, I have allowed stuff to just drop down, and people found that weird.
Can you imagine?
The fuck?
Oh my god.
Just a bulge
I'm
in
in
the
ad
throat
jail.
go down. You're in ad jail. Oh, on my side.
Mhm.
Google Docky.
Still funny to me.
What
It's
the
so
fuck?
fucked up.
You think Cassidy has a survival capability to leave? You know, that's
Also
the
true.
most viable, actually.
We're gonna
Let's
fucking... I laugh. You're in ads. You can't hear what I'm saying.
I'm in ads, not Let.
Leth should be in ads. Let's not
subscribed.
subscribed.
Oh.
Also, Stream Elements is also not subscribed. They're subscribed. I have Zeph's chat open and yours. Oh.
Then it's D.
The exiled princess whirled around in alarm. Before her was... Oh god, she's still really fucking hot.
Elwyn?
Cassidy.
It was the first time Elwyn had said her name. Normally, Cassidy would be overjoyed to hear it upon Elwyn's lips. The Elwyn before her now could only be described as a monster.
What has happened to you?
Elwyn turned and...
Oh.
Wait. Are you at home? I don't want you spending extra money through Twitch for that. Also, yeah, Leth, this is her demon form. This is her being like, woo. Also, wow, her response is way better this time. Do you remember how she responded last time? Puppies?
To Elwyn?
Yeah. When she kicked in the door,
I think
Cassidy like
I think
screamed.
the same. I think. Oh.
No, she was like, who the fuck are you? What the fuck are you? Blah, blah, blah. And this time she was like, Elwyn?
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
true,
just
true,
had like
true,
pure fear and was like, no, never, nope, no thanks.
true.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Elwyn turned and caught a glimpse of her
Would.
own reflection in the window.
Never mind that. There's a large army approaching. You must away. It is not safe.
What?
Horrified both by the implications and by Elwyn's appearance, she took a few steps backward.
Cassidy, are you hearing what I say? You must leave here immediately. Come with me. I will keep you safe.
Also, look, there's thorns in her arm.
Yeah.
You keep me safe?
She retreated further.
Looking like that? Oh, what am I saying? I've angered her. She's angry.
Cassidy turned and ran the last few steps into the kitchen. Elwyn was fast and on her heels. Cassidy knew her own house well. There had to be something she could use as a weapon. Something to defend herself with.
Cassidy!
The former princess' hand closed around the handle of a knife, which she brandished in front of her.
Don't come any closer, I'll...
But Elwyn's momentum could not be stopped. She rushed forward. There was a dreadful sound.
Oh no.
And then the shock of the situation overpowered her consciousness. Cassidy knew no more.
So she stabbed her and then fainted. That's typical.
Adrenaline.
Ugh.
Elowen awoke slowly in the lingering evening light, her belly burning with the sting of a wound. Nearby, someone was whispering to themselves over and over.
Not just a harlot, but a murderess. Not just a harlot, but a murderess.
Well,
Huh.
that's voiced. There was a strange human just outside the kitchen window.
Where?
It was then that Elowen finally noticed Cassidy lying in a heap on the floor, 3 arrows protruding from her back.
Cassidy. Yo. Dead.
Doc!
Dead.
In-game Twitch, in-game.
Dead.
The hapless archer was not spared, yet the consumption of his heart did nothing to heal Elowen. There was only one heart that would lift her curse, and she had no desire now to take it. Elowen closed her eyes and prayed for the capricious gods for death to take her back to Cassidy's
Good
side.
intentions.
Holy shit! This got wild!
That's crazy.
That man fully fucking killed the princess, and then got his heart eaten.
Yeah.
Can be led astray.
Yeah.
Doubt and fear can a pure heart sway.
Hmm.
A double-edged thorn end.
Boo.
Hey, we got the knife ending. Extras. Achievements. Yay! Alright, I'm gonna load because I saved it from the. If you just reload day 6, I can go back to the choice and you can pick the thing again.
Which thing? What thing?
Like load day 6. The second save of yours. And then just skip through until
Which choice?
up. And then you write yes. And then just skip everything ahead. And then oh hell, what did we pick last time? She's like a tree? Or no. Wonder if she's there now.
I wonder if she's there.
Yeah. And then skip everything again.
Elowen is
Strange.
unearthly.
As strange.
Last time we picked unearthly.
No, we picked unearthly the first time. We picked strange this time.
Yeah. So what are you picking now?
Strange. Pick strange again. This still is not the new stuff.
Okay.
And then we pick Elowen is truly monstrous.
Okay.
Or you can pick the dots again and then pick the other choice. Because there was still another choice past that.
Well, I already. Okay, well. I'll do the dots then. Hang on.
Do the dots, okay.
I will trust in you and wait. That one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't skip now.
Okay.
Okay.
She knew the path, perhaps, yet she was afraid to accept it. Without her love for her brother, her loyalty to her kingdom was nothing.
Alexander, I trust that you will do what's best for me and for Varamir. I will await your decision.
You could not think of Elowen, however, without feeling a twinge of guilt. She let out a long sigh. Her thoughts had taken on a not-so-merry chase. Oh, and this is all... we've seen this before. Looking out the window, evening fell. Up! Cassidy was sitting at the divan, a warm cup of tea in hand, as she reread Alexander's letter. Letters always gave her some comfort.
Oh,
The ex-princess presently recalled that an agent had delivered another letter from earlier.
I was so lost in my thoughts that I completely forgot. How silly of me.
Oh, so she's finally gonna read the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Elowen's here. Okay.
Apparently.
Cassidy.
Cassidy froze. Could it be? She looked up to see who had addressed her. Oh! Ooh! She doesn't look like a monster.
She what? She does for me.
What? Does she for you?
Yeah. Wait, did I pick something wrong? I must have picked like one of the choices earlier on different to what you did. Should I load? I'm gonna load. Hang on.
What? No, we picked all the same things,
Oh
did we
wait,
not?
no. I didn't. Hang on. I'll tell you what I did. So we picked yes for the writing a letter,
Yeah.
and then I think I picked Elowen as like that tree instead of I wonder if she's there.
Oh, I wonder if she's there, yeah.
Okay. And then Elowen is strange.
Yeah.
And then the dots. And then I will
Doesn't
trust.
even wait.
Oh yeah, she doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Elowen?
There is a large army approaching. They are very nearly here.
An army?
Cassidy giggled, shaking off her nervousness.
There must be a training exercise or a war in a neighboring country.
They wear your colors. Did your brother mention nothing in his letters?
No, nothing. But there is nothing to fear. If they wear my kingdom's colors, as you say, surely they are here to aid me.
Fully armed.
Yeah. My brother loves me, you see.
Cassidy's voice shook as she deliberately tried to convince both Elowen and herself. She was worthy of love, of her brother's love, and
You will not come with me.
it was a question, phrased as an absolute, when had already known the answer.
I have no reason to. I have everything I need right here.
And then she heard it. The awful sound of steel boots trampling the flowers, the forest. She, who had been present at any number of military training exercises, could not mistake the sound of an army's march. But even Cassidy could not have predicted who would be leading them.
Oh, there we go.
The first
Man,
emotion she
he's such a
felt
fucking twink.
was pure joy. She was happy to see her brother once more.
I thought we could never meet again, but here he is.
Alexander's eyes flicked over to Elowen without even attempting to mask it. He looked her over from head to toe.
God damn it.
He
of
did not
course
look
her brother's
pleased at
twink.
all.
You are continually surprising me, sister.
You know what? I wasn't
He even
far off
talks
with
like a
that voice.
twink.
Sent into exile, and yet you continue to repeat your same sins.
They did exile her for being a lesbian. That's crazy.
Shit, wild.
No, you're mistaken.
I believe not. I trusted you once. You could have told me anything and I would have believed. But you have chosen to repay my love with dishonor time and time again. You are a danger to our kingdom.
Bro,
An exploitable
fucking
weakness.
shut the
And
fuck up.
worse, you are a sinner of the highest order.
Alexander!
Tempt me not into sin. I'm deaf to your honeyed words. As your brother. As the one who entered this world with you. It falls to me to remove you from it.
I don't know that that's how that works.
This
But they're
is the
twins?
last act of my love.
Oh,
I
shut
guess so.
the fuck up, dude. No.
Elowen reacted faster. With superhuman speed, she rushed in front of Cassidy to shield her from her brother's sword. But despite his delicate looks, Alexander was skilled with the blade. All Elowen's attempt earned her was a privilege of being impaled at the same time as the former princess. The sword pierced through them
he
both.
skewered her and then skewered his sister? That's so fucked up.
As her consciousness faded, Cassidy watched Elowen's body dissolve into dust and withered petals. Wisteria petals.
So you tempted even a forest spirit with your salacious ways. But such demons do not have souls. She cannot follow you. Worry not, dear sister. One day I will join you and we shall never be parted again.
What? Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Hey, remember that warning from the beginning of the game? I don't think it was another woman. I think it was just anybody other than him.
I don't like that.
Yeah, no, fair. That's fucking creepy. She could not tell if what she felt was despair, ecstasy.
They say that love is blind. Yet clearly I saw you. You say that you loved me, but that was never true. So it would seem, my dear, that blind love is deaf, too.
Too late into your arms.
Oh. Too late into your arms and damn. All right, what do we got here? Well, we got these three then. Oh, there's a skewer.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's fucked up. There's still so many endings.
It's a fucking kebab. It's an Elowen and Cassidy kebab. Oh my god.
All right, so then
what the heck?
how long must I stay here?
Wait,
that's
let
all
me
done.
process, girl. Why are you speed running?
I'm not. I was just checking to see if there was anything other than the other one. There isn't. So now we can do there's truly monstrous one. Yeah, fun fact. The prince shows up just to kill her. Because he read those letters and realized she was talking to somebody else.
Yep.
We're at 64.44% completion, apparently. All right.
Are we reloading day 6?
Yep, reload day 6.
Yeah. Skip to first choice. We're writing the letter?
Yep. And then skip again. And then I wonder if she's there. Skip again. Strange. Skip again. Monstrous.
Bro is not only incestuous but homophobic. I know.
Okay. Just make sure that you're there. Okay, monstrous. And then this was all this stuff which we've done already, I think.
So now what do we pick? How long must I stay here, or I will trust in you and wait?
I think now it's... Oh, God. I don't know, actually. Trust in you and wait?
No, because I feel like...
Oh,
No, I think we should do how long must I stay here, no?
No, do that one and then skip ahead. You'll see.
No. Oh. Okay.
Then it was the tragic tale. And then goodness every time she takes feels like walking upon knives, blah, blah, blah. Ah, perhaps that is what ails Elowen. No, that would be ridiculous.
Okay.
The ultimate one. Sure. Yeah. And then suddenly the front door of the cottage swung open without a knock or a warning. Cassidy dropped her book in alarm. There was something dreadful standing in the doorway.
a monster.
Cassidy muttered this under her breath, overcome by fear and awe.
It is not safe here.
Yet no matter the appearance, Cassidy would never mistake that voice. Melodious, she had found it not long ago. Beautiful, she had thought its bearer until this very moment. She's still not beautiful to you? What the fuck? She would be hard-pressed to describe Elwyn as beautiful now.
What did you say?
There is a large army approaching from the east. They wear your colors.
Alexander.
Cassidy could not help but gasp. The monster nodded.
I'm afraid so. You must away with me.
Cassidy bit her lip.
Alexander would not harm me. If anything, he must be there to protect me
This was
from this monster.
what we had the first time.
Yeah, I'm noticing that. Yeah, I think this works the same.
See.
Skip.
Oh wait, there is new stuff. Okay, hang on.
Oh.
No wait, no wait.
Had Elwyn moved just enough to
she
follow her
had
words to the letter,
the windows.
to darken
and
the
then-
doorstep no more. It seemed like something she might do. The thought made Cassidy's heart ache ever so slightly. As the night passed like
she
that,
stands there the entire
Yeah.
night. Yeah,
She's
this
standing
was the
tree.
same as last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was okay.
Okay, so
Right.
we need to make
Bargain is
sure
struck. It's health and
we don't do that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Writing a
yes.
letter, yes,
And then wonder if she's there.
and then
Strange. Truly monstrous? Or not monstrous?
we picked truly monstrous that time, didn't we?
Yeah. Does the monstrous or the tree do it? How long must I stay? That's that. Okay, well, okay, hang on. Fucking wait. Yes. Wonder if she's there. Unearthy. ... Okay, well, that ended that way. Skip. No, not write a letter. Oh, okay. Okay, load day 6 and then hit no. Because this is new.
Mm.
I guess it makes sense to not write the letter.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing new has happened. Fuck off. You psychopath.
All right.
That can wait. I can hardly focus when I'm so preoccupied with where Elwyn has gone.
We wondered if the other woman would visit her again today. Though always lonesome before, the former princess' life now felt so much. Okay, this is. Skip. Alright, I don't know which one now. When I'm at a tree.
Yeah, let's go with tree.
Is like that tree?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Tree.
And then strange.
Yeah.
And then monstrous.
And then what?
Did you ever truly love me?
Well, that was that ending. How in the fuck? I think we're on the... I don't know.
Hang on. No letter.
Like a tree. Unearthly.
Unearthly.
Trust in you. Wait.
They not monstrous?
That didn't matter. I have no idea. You know what? Start. Just gonna start the whole
When
fucking game
cold-
again. Highly suspect. Bad experiences.
Yeah, that's not it. I mean, okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
We can look up like a guide or something is what I'm saying.
We could, yeah.
I will say though, like my initial reaction to this visual novel was
Yeah.
I felt like though they built the story up pretty well, the ending seemed rushed.
They all seem pretty rushed, yeah. They just kind of happen.
But I think that's just because that's like this certain like branch of the endings, right? And the others might depend more on the choices that we make in earlier chapters. So
Fair,
we'll
yeah.
see, I guess. We can also turn on the voices now. Branch.
Finally, she gave the front of the envelope a kiss before addressing it to Alexander. Okay.
Gross. What are you doing?
I'm just clicking
kinda
random
going
ones
for
and
it?
skipping.
Oh, we did get a new thing in the gallery though.
Oh? I think it's the new, like,
The
image of the endings.
yeah.
What?
What happened?
I got her killed. Oh.
You got what?
I got her killed.
Oh, how?
I don't know. I was just clicking random ones, and now
Okay.
she went out for a walk, and now she got shot by an arrow. As she fell to the ground, she craned her neck just enough to see her back, see the arrow protruding from her back. And in the clearing just behind her, an archer, one who wore the color of
Your
Aramir.
king sends his regards to his whore of a sister.
I
who
think
will
what I
play
want to
him
do is
false
like
and toy with his feelings.
I'm gonna look up like the endings and stuff, and I'll do probably like another stream where I'm like exploring them.
Yeah.
It's up to you if you want to be there for that or not. But
I'll be there for that.
That way, like I wanna pull an Ash and do like a complete
Yeah.
thing of this just to get all of the endings and see how like it ends.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, that'll probably be, well, it won't be next week because you know you have your things, but the week after. I'm also taking next week off,
A
but I
sister
do want to
loved
see
her
their
brother,
voices. I want to see like
But there were flowers
Yeah.
she loved more. Her brother
I'm gonna
loved the
just
notion of her.
start
He was
the beginning and just see what their
to his
voices are like.
core.
The Shadow's Grasp ending. That's not okay. That was not okay. Sending in a whole army to kill your sister is insane, by the way. Yeah. All right. Well, that one was.
I mean, he didn't just send an army. He showed up with the army to personally kill her.
Yeah.
The second one in the arrow ending, was that just one soldier, or did she see like
Literally
a bunch
one
of people?
soldier. And he was like, the king
Yeah.
sends its regards. And it was just like, what the fuck?
In the other one too, it was just one person because when she killed Elowen and
Yeah.
got killed by. Oh my god, that's what the soldier with the mental breakdown was saying, not just a harlot but a murderer.
Yeah.
Cause that's why they exiled her. They
Yeah.
were like, she's
He
a
showed
fucking
up to
whore.
kill her.
That's crazy.
And he watched
That's
her
insane.
kill Elowen, or what he thought was her killing Elowen. And then
Yeah. I mean it was pretty much she stabbed her.
yeah.
Oh wait, she didn't. Elowen just like kinda
To be
she
fair,
would have though. She grabbed the knife.
The last words that archer said were to the horror of a princess who toyed with the king's feelings.
Ew! I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah.
I hate it.
But
I
anyway,
hate it. Throw the whole king
that
away.
ending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more endings for you to get, my love. That's including the
Yeah,
one that I
I'll
just
figure it
got
out.
thrown.
I'll make a
You'll do
fucking
it, yeah.
spreadsheet for it.
Hell
What the
yeah.
damn hell is this now? Oh, hi, Dini.
Kinda shitty, brother, not gonna lie. Kinda shitty?
Yeah, very shitty. Also, this is like a gay or like technically a lesbian dark fantasy visual novel. Okay, I wanna. You know,
What's up? Aww. They must have a happy
Her voice
ending
is
somewhere in
cute.
here. This bottom right one better be like the happy ending. Oh, I don't know which one would be actually. This one's a chili pepper. Is this the spicy ending? Is that this one? Hang on. Is that where's this gallery? Is it page 4? Is it this one? Or is this the pepper ending?
wait, how are you getting those without like unlocking them?
I'm not. They're just in. I went to the gallery and there's like 4 at the end.
Oh.
It's probably not, but it also might be. I really only have like, what, 4, 5, 6 unlocked, or 6 locked? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Never mind, that probably has nothing to do with it.
Elowen sounds exactly how I imagined she would sound.
Oh yeah? I haven't heard their voices. I'll do that on next stream. I don't know why I thought that would exit that menu and not the whole game. Well. That is that. Let me hear.
Cassidy is even more bratty than I imagined.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Oh, she's
anyway.
a bratty princess. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. It's what I'm doing that matters.
God damn it. It's the fucking voice I'm trying to get to, damn it. Of course you would want a bratty bottom voice, Leth. Of course.
Wait, Cassidy's or Elowen's?
I think Cassidy's. I
don't know.
think.
Oh, Elowen's, okay.
Oh, Leth wants to get Elowen's. Oh, surprising.
I'm not a brat. Yes, you are. Is that surprising?
That Leth wants the mommy voice instead of the bratty baby girl voice.
My
Yeah.
hand is gone. Help, Jet.
Yo, what?
So my hand is gone. Help.
Where is it gone?
I don't know. I'm watching your screen. All right. Who doth re-raid?
Okay. Okay, I can be a brat occasionally. I'm not a brat. You are a brat. That's a surprise. Yes, it's a surprise. Are you kidding me? Okay. Thank you for doing this with me, BTW. This is
Time
super
to play
fun.
more Night
Chat,
Rain. No, sorry.
go follow Miko, and thank y'all for being here and for hanging out with us.
Go follow my wife.
I will. I'm gonna take like next week, officially take next week off of streaming just for like a mental health break. But if I feel like it, I might end up like streaming a little bit here and there, surprise streams. I probably won't post a schedule, but we shall see. I'll still see you guys tomorrow for Tales, but yeah.
Tomorrow
Also,
for Tales,
join our
and then my
Discord.
wife is off doing other things. Relaxing.
Yeah.
Chill maxing.
Discord, I run it with 3 other people, Either XP. It's a fun time.
Oh, you probably that
Also raid
creature.
message.
Hmm.
Right, let's see. Let's find somebody to raid.
I'm looking through now. You let me know somebody and we'll raid them.
Okay.
If not, I can probably raid somebody.
I want to raid Joey. I was in the bacon buckshot collab with Joey.
How would one spell that?
I to send it to you. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending it on the server.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Chat. Thank y'all for being here. Go back forever. I will see you all tomorrow. Yes?
Yeah. See
Do
you all
your
tomorrow,
outro
chat.
and then I'll start raid.
Okay. Oh, they're playing Marvel Rivals. Let's go. All right, chat. Well, that was going to be the stream. This was fun. We'll be back in a couple of weeks, right? With this? Yeah.
The week after, basically.
Yeah. And we'll do more of the endings and stuff like that and go through. I think I'll be on my wife's stream for that one. I don't think I'll stream that side of things just because we got the endings and stuff like that I thought we were going to get, basically. We did 2 like full playthroughs, so that's going to do it on my side of things. And that'll give me a day off, kind of. Because, oh my god, these next couple, this week and next week are like packed. Oh my goodness. Especially next weekend, chat. Oh my god. You're not ready. But yeah, that's gonna pretty much do it. We're gonna raid on out. Again, YouTube, if you're still here, give my wife all of the follows and stuff like that. Her links will be down in the description below. We will head on out to Joey. I'm gonna raid out to this person here. I use the top message on subscribe, one on the bottom too if you are. I appreciate y'all so much. And let us
Thank you for the hydrates
read
being
the proper things. And give her a pipe bomb? No, buffering PNG. Also, Tristan, thank you for the hydrate, pause, chicken, stretch. I shall do all 3. And I guess, yeah, without further ado, that's pretty much it. Schedule will go up on Sunday when it usually does, and I'll be on my wife's stream tomorrow.
both of you before you end. I don't have water, but I will after I end. Promise.
Oh man, air, Sprite.
Treat, no treat.
All right, I'm
treat,
starting
no
raid.
treat.
Just
Treat,
Alright.
no
get that
treat.
going.
Starting the raid.
Shucks.
Bye, chat. Bye. Bye.
Goodbye forever,
Bye.
chat. Thank you for being
Bye.
here.
It was fun. Bye.